Oh. Oops, what did I do? Oh no. Hello everyone, welcome to this week live Forex trading with MINDBLOWING Forex. It's 19th of January 2021. Are we back in 2021 now? That sounds great. Let's see if I can do something smart in the meantime. No, not there you are. There you are. Hey boys, how are you? Can you guys hear me? Yeah, you can. That's great. Sounds amazing. Great. Yeah, let's do that again. Maybe welcome everyone to this live Forex trading with MBL and on Aben FX. I hope that you are amazing this evening. We have some entries, we have some targets, we have some stop losses to go through, and pretty much pick it up from where we were. We're going to go through interest and targets and stop losses. Aussie dollar, euro, pound, gold, silver, New Zealand, Canadian, US oil. I think that is what you guys like normally. Yeah, great. On the other side, I just want to check if you guys can hear me. That would be amazing. So today has been a rather weird day. Yesterday was, I don't know, nothing happened at all. And then today we're like, well, somewhere in between. So euro has today risen. That's great. So if you're here today, please make your way to the comment section where you can tell me which currency we should start off with, but that's all right. Great. We have Jamie. Hello. It's amazing. Great for having you here. Where did I want to start off with? Of course, always. Coffee is falling. As always. Where do I want to start off with today? I had a plan in my head and I forgot it. Sorry. Great. We can go through the weekly pivots. Doesn't that sound amazing too? Well, at least on this pivot it says that you should have an entry. But on my broker it says it shouldn't be an entry. But so I didn't get an entry here. But fair enough. Sure enough. Market came back up, sold off. So are we going to sell off more? Are we going to continue more? I don't know. That's the target at least. So yeah. The other side to that is the monthlies. How is monthlies going? So we still have far enough away from monthlies. We're still cool. We're still great. I don't know what's wrong with these pivot points today. Like, does anybody know? Does anybody know? Should I enter a new one just to check if that's really the point, really the problem today? Let's see, 1 week. It's the most important at the moment. OOP, buy, sell. Bullish exit should be this one, and opacity should be 35. Is that what it's supposed to be? 35. And then bearish exit there, and then 35. Great. Still the same problem. Okay, I don't know why, but something is up with these paper points. Really? Alright, cool. We can start off with yen pairs. Yen pairs today came up to the sell point, and da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da, you got your entries. And da-da, 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 boom, you have profit. Congratulations and celebrations. So if you did enter where you were supposed to, you have now 23 maybe not 23 even. You even have 28 pips in profit. Boom. Congratulations. Okay, great. Though this webinar does not contain any investment advice, it's only for educational purposes, maybe also humor, also some entertainment, but you know, bro. Hey, bravo, you're, oh yeah, okay, cool. Random X is bravo. So, yeah, we have some discussion to make today, bravo. Maybe I'm too aggressive when I'm talking, maybe on my phone anyways, so I'm sorry, I'm deeply humble. Sorry if I'm too aggressive with you guys, but I just want to say that RSI is basically death to the account and to your life and to your well-being. But okay. So what should you do? You should have had an order here and you should have an order here. And ta-da! Great. Congratulations. CAD yen. Some of the same things, but that should be your entry. That should be entry. That should be entry. And you got an entry. Boom. Should be in profit. Maybe not so much, but at least something. 14. Sounds okay. Halvvägs stugan, ja. Ja, jättebra Magnus. Välkommen. Does that work as Swedish? Would I be perceived as a good Swede now? Would you be on pound dollar? I would go through pound dollar very soon, okay? Great. I'm just going to through the yen pairs. What were we supposed to do? Okay, we were sellers, we were selling here. Ta-da! And what is the analysis? The analysis is that we want this to fall. We want this to fall until 2nd of April. I'm not saying that's going to be a straight line down to 2nd of April. But I'm thinking, what if it does? That would be amazing. Okay, 2nd of April, down. So if it makes a new higher high and just comes back down again, I will sell the new higher high back down again. So we now have this one, and we have this one still open. Great. Euro yen has this entry and this entry, pretty good entries. Great. So you are now floating 11 pips in profit on that. No, 11 pips on that one. You're floating now 24 pips in profit on that one, and the other one is maybe around 0. If you have 2, you don't need to have 2, but I'm just saying somewhere between there, or maybe 1. Pound yen, you are somewhere floating $14 in plus, and then almost maybe $28 in minus. Depends where you sold, but hey. So that's my very quick what you were supposed to do today. You could put your stop orders entry level, on Sunday, and you're done. Today will be just be, okay, cool, we're in. Do you need to take all of these pairs? Not at all. Maybe one of them. But I made you some profits. Okay, so what did I say? I said 36.50. So I'm going to take away everything that I know in this world, and I'm going to go 36.50. Is that too high? Yes. So I would say that would be my entry, and that would be my entry technically. And then I would say somewhere between here and here, I would then sell down to 34.60. That is what I would do with pound. But pound is strong at the moment. For good reasons, by the way. Dollar has today been weak. That makes this one go up. That makes this thing, this is a weak position. But that's still our play. Has it ever happened before? Let's see. Okay, cool. This sell here. Okay, worked out. This sell here came up again. Okay, all right, whatever. But we are also trying to reverse a bullish trend. All right. So just have that in mind if it doesn't work out. And pound might be the worst of them all. So I would be cautious about pound. Maybe the one that I would be most cautious about. I would be more aggressive on Australian dollar, US dollar, Australian dollar, yen, and it's New Zealand dollar, US dollar, and New Zealand dollar, yen. Right? Cool. Boom. Silver. I'm long from 24.80. You're thinking 3 to 4 weeks? Right. Are we done with pound? Does that sound nice for you? I only got 1 like for that? Come on, people. I get 1 like. And I gave you 5... sell limits. Sell limit orders. Almost all in profit. For gold, silver. Just silver. You entered at 24.80. Okay, great. 24. Is it 24? 24, 24, 24, 24, 80. Okay. First of all, good entry because it went higher. You are still in this. Is that a double bottom? I don't know. Yeah. And I'm really not preaching anything at all for you guys. I'm just saying wink, 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 nudge, nudge, whatever. Is this a range? Is this a double bottom? Where is it gonna go? I don't know. I don't like it, technically. But we also have this sideways market because the fall was too great. And I understand to those, I'm not going to mention names, but I had a conversation today with one of my mentorship students where we're like, is there anything we can do? Like, can we buy silver now? Is this a good time? Is it a good buy to buy gold at the moment? No, not really. I want to put you guys in the best position. I want to put you guys in the best potential situations where you have the best potential profits, at least educationally. And educationally, and from time and time again, I only do, I don't know if I do this enough for my students, but I would at least start doing it enough. I would say, this is a black box. In case price goes out and out, I will start looking for it. But until then, I will just set a price here, alert, at 25.60 maybe, and at 124. I'll see if price breaks out. Now, I don't like it breaking out to the lower side. I want it to go higher. And you might be on to a trade right now that is eventually going to go higher. But let us go through what happened on Monday. Okay? I'm going to go down to the 1 minute chart. I don't do that often. But a 1 minute chart. Let's see, this is my time. Yes, my time. Yeah, this is gold. Okay. This is 36. Is it 36 or 35 minutes after open? And 40 seconds. This one drops. What do you call it? From 1824 something, at least on this broker, to 1801.45. It claims to be $23 in a split second. It later went down to start filling those gaps that it just created. So what does that tell you? It tells me that somebody is in the market. I'm not going to mention names verbally, but if you can read that, you're a pretty good reader. Okay. We'll do it again. We're back in the market, manipulating the market, and this is manipulation. So, I don't know if we're going to go straight up, or if we're going to have some kind of wicks into this area again before go higher. All right, great. Random X request in Australian, New Zealand. Okay, I will look there. Gunay says, hi, Eben. Can you look at... Hi, everyone. I would say hi back. Can I like... G? Gunay. I can't tag you. Random X, JP Morgan just made their lost billion. Well, I don't know, but that thing that opened on Friday on Sunday open, it is just annoying. Well, I wasn't in the trade because it is not bullish yet, but I've also seen back in, when was that, back in December? I'm going to go through this, even though if you'd like it or not, you guys need this knowledge, okay? That was a wrong year even. This is how I think. This is what I do, okay? If market goes too fast, whoops, if market goes too fast, it will come down and consolidate. Consolidate, and we'll make a new high, come back before it even starts this aggressive move that is absolutely crazy. Okay, so there will be a time and period of something before it just says bye bye, and if you're not in it in any of these market opens, you are going to be left out. Okay, same thing with December last year, some kind of whatever, and then goes up. So I'm just waiting for that I don't know when it comes. I don't know when it's coming, but I'm thinking and hoping it before 19th of February. So to start now, you're a bit early, but that's all. Hi, Jamie. I see you use pivot. You get your entries. Explain this briefly as I'm new to pivot points. Jamie, hi. Hello. How are you today? Yes. Are you from England? Maybe not. Doesn't matter. I just went British. Pivot point is for the pivot point, specific pivot point is the high and low and the close of the previous period. Okay, so day, week, month, year, whatever, doesn't matter. So and then after that, and then there's more calculations into the target. This is the pivot line. And then in between, you get support 1 and support 1, and then R2, and then S2. And for the midline here, the pivot point, it's the market is whatever we call it. It's midpoint. It's just somewhere in between. Not bullish, not bearish. This one is M3. This is where you sell from down to this target down here to M1, S2. But then that's what we're doing now on your pairs and dollar pairs and those things. Then when we are buying, we're buying from this line here and up to this target up here. I will then look at the pivot points. No, maybe not daily. So for every week and every day, as long as we have a trend, I'm looking into buying in this area, buying in this area, and buying in this area, and buying in this area. As you can see, it does work fairly right. And as we are coming into these areas, I basically just have an order here. Price comes in, I'm filled, and I have my stop loss below here. So I lose, that's for entry. I would say I would target that area. I would target that area for that day, and then I will exit all my orders up here. Your USD maybe, I wasn't on daily, I was actually on weekly, whatever. Okay, cool. Going back to that one, go away. So as we are now selling EUR/USD, that would be a sell, that would be a sell, that would be a sell, but it didn't work out. That would be a sell, that would be a sell, that would be a sell, didn't work out. And then for tomorrow, we don't really know what's going to happen tomorrow, but that's probably also a sell because it opens up here. Great. And then I can take profit here, 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 but I will take the profit by the end of the week. Weekend. That is me. But you can scalp it on the weekly, on the daily, sorry. Taking profit every day. I take them on the by the end of the week. And for the week, I will take profit by the end of the month. And when I use monthly, I will take profit at the end of the season. So if I buy in August, I will take profit in December. No questions asked. Right? Is that a good explanation of my pivot points? Does that make sense, or was it just crazy? But then you can follow along and see how I use it. Is there any other thing how I can show it to you? Okay, I can show the monthly maybe for November, December for interesting purposes. This is the best price I can get. I would then have stop loss below here, and that would be my target. Okay, at 1900, so that is basically 230 pips. And then I continue to buy, continue to buy, continue to buy, continue to buy, and I will take profit in December, I said. So that is this price. I don't know if it hits yet. That is 121.60. And by 121.60, I take my profit and I leave. That day, 3rd of December, I was done for December. The whole December, I did not do anything with EUR/USD after 3rd of December. Price comes up top twice and ranges. That was basically the top for at least the next 6 days. I would call that amazing. Price goes higher later on, but okay, cool, whatever, doesn't really matter. But it ranged then for 13 days after that, came into a new range, and now we have broken lower from the range. Great. Is this just a standard pivot point indicator? Yes, and it's totally for free. Minimal, who are you talking to? But anyways, so for Australian dollar, we are basically going lower. Oh, was it Australian dollar? I was going to New Zealand, sorry. There you go. Definitely, Jamie, and I applaud you. It all depends on which time frame you should use it. Maybe you should do weekly, depending on which currency pair you're talking about. Monthly, you might find different, depending about different results. Daily, you might get stopped out a lot. But if you look to weekly, that might give you the most consistently one, but I use all of them. Hi, Soma. Have an amazing day. Sorry, not an amazing day. Welcome. For New Zealand, we then topped out so far at 1804, 108.04. Okay, great. And I think you wanted to sell it, and in an uptrend, you're expecting this to be broken before you can consider it to be a downtrend or reversal of trend. And I would say it has to break around 107. You're welcome, Magnus. Appreciate you coming. Yeah, it's a great day, by the way. It's a great day, Summer. All the yen pairs are almost in profit now. depending on where you have your entries, but yeah. So I would say that would be a great thing to do. So you have some waiting to do. And the question is, do you want to wait for so long? That's a different question. So 50 pips down, yeah, okay, cool. So I don't know if you would like to see a double top here. That would be great. But I also think that you need to definitely break this 108 level before you can even think about anything. This will be an aggressive move, and then that would be the more conservative move to the lower side. Great. Mini Limo, I'm still waiting for your feedback, by the way. The other thing is, what else should we do here? Are we at any target at the moment? The target is back up here. Is that reasonable for it to come to there before? Yeah, that's a reasonable place. Another thing is, if this price is being the top, R1, this price here, then we'll most likely go down to 105. At least a normal thing to do. But the question is, who is weakest, who is strongest? At the moment, both of them are very weak. The XY is, I would say, falling. And the New Zealand is falling more. So you would actually think this one to go higher, because New Zealand is weaker than Australian. All right. So great. I guess you just have to wait, see what happens, and I've given you some tips and tricks on what you should wait for. A break of 108, and most likely a sell at 107.80. As you can see here on the dollar, we are quite range bound, though. But the question is, where do you recognize yourself to be trading? Is that the top? Pull back, pull back. Is that where you have your entries? And then now, if this is now the sell-off, Abaz! Good day, mate. Feels like there's not much liquidity and volume in the markets currently. Do you think the big boys are waiting for Biden's inauguration? Okay, let's go through the calendar and see if there's anything they're waiting for. Just to show you what I'm thinking about. Calendar. So today there was Yellen, and Yellen had a speech about her, what do you call it? She's becoming the finance minister, and but for tomorrow we have BOC interest rate. We have the ECB at some point this week as well. So yeah, we are waiting potentially for some numbers. But yesterday was a bank holiday. Today is the first day, and yeah, maybe. I feel like market is doing what it's supposed to do. I think it's just met resistance, a lot of sell pressure here, and then continued lower. I think it also could have risen a bit higher. That would be a better place for me to sell. And then continue lower. So yeah, I kind of can support you if you feel like yesterday should have been an amazing day, and it wasn't. Then yeah. If today close above 2090, tomorrow above 2180, you got my Morningstar pattern on Euro USD. So you want to be closed above 2090 and tomorrow above 2180. That is a bullish plan. Okay, great. So if you're a bull, you're thinking that. Okay, great. That is perfect plan for bulls. But what else is a better plan for sellers? If we come up to 2150, we are definitely going to sell off. Question is that the time we're supposed to sell off? And 2180 is also to me a resistance place. So that's basically what I'm thinking of. You bought 2050. It's even possible. 2057, so that's basically bottom. Okay, great. But yeah, you are at the correct place at the correct time with the correct prices. Yeah, I would definitely agree with you on that. That is the price to buy. The question is, does it work out? And for me, I don't know if it's fear, but I definitely see your plan and I definitely understand what you're thinking. You're thinking correctly. I just don't want it to happen. All right? I just don't want it to happen. Well, today the indicator is having some troubles, right? I don't know why, but maybe talk to the guy. So that's my trading view indicator for free. I didn't pay anything for it, and I'm definitely not making you pay for it either. So, great, you're welcome. And I think in my wizard guru hat, I want to say the market should do this and the market should do that. But every week there's a possibility of both trade plans happening, and I'm just going to play out what I should do, what I want to do. That is selling this thing here and having my stop loss at, I think I stop loss at 2180. I think it is what it is. That is what it is. Yeah. And because that will make a new higher high. You stopped me out 50 pip last week, my turn. Boom. Boom. Well, someone gets profit. Well, you're trying to buy a market that's falling, bro. Which I talked about. So, but well, it's what can I say? It's your turn to try to fight the market. Great, have fun. You also saw that was a top, that was a new lower low on Sunday, and you still wanted to buy it here. Great, you bought a new lower low. That's kind of your plan here, and then selling it off here again, coming back up here, selling it again. Great. And I'm not going to say this is going to happen forever, but if we come down to the 4th week and we are somewhere here, whatever, not 20, somewhere around 120, oh yeah, it's going to go up. But I don't know if 2057 is the price. But yeah, GU is definitely a much better trade to do, by the way. That is much higher. But yeah, great. What else? New Zealand yen. Did we do New Zealand yen? We didn't do New Zealand yen. New Zealand yen topped out. I'm just going to take away my pair points in a moment. It's very annoying. New Zealand yen topped out, make a new low, pull back, sell, sell, met a new lower low, had a pullback today, and to almost sell price, didn't go there, and then falling now. I don't like that. I want sellers to come in. So my question is this a TP thing where the market is going to take it back up again? Because it wasn't really sellers selling it, it was just buyers taking profits, so forth, they will just take it back up in a better price? Probably. BTC, well, I can always do BTC, but we should look at it. So the reason why it rose so much is because this is a buy zone for the month. This is where it says buy upwards. Great. Great. So we shall see if it works out. And how were you supposed to trade this thing, eh? Once the top comes, new low, sell. That's what you do. And this one didn't work out, so far at least. BTC USD. Coinbase. So, I have said this is the top, and he has topped out. Well, welcome, bro, to the world of Ivan is the master. And I don't know if I made that before it happened, maybe after it happened, but yeah, cool. That was a place to sell. Now you have kind of a range, somewhere in between. Doesn't really matter. But that's what you were supposed to do. And now, I don't know. I don't care. It depends who is buying this thing. Who is the drivers of this market? If it is banks, this is definitely going to go up. Are you trying to sell it? That's up to you. But doesn't this seem a bit toppish? Top. Great. Yeah. And then I want to go through oil at least. I feel like I'm rushing it today. What's going on with me today? So, okay. Yen's, good entries, great, good work. Pound, strong. Gold, trying to make it go higher. Silver, trying to make it higher. US oil, okay? I said earlier today, I think it was, this was the price maybe. That was the price maybe to sell. Okay? Does it work out? Does it work out? I don't know. I don't really care. And I think I said, did you sell here? That was a couple of hours ago. An hour ago maybe. Because now you have a new lower low. You have now the projected high is supposed to have. If it goes higher, then it's no longer a sell. Great. Doesn't care. We don't care. I don't care. So if it goes above 54, yeah, okay, cool, whatever. Doesn't matter. But if it stays at 53, great. That is what you were looking for. But this is aggressive, so I would rather see you settling 52 rather than 53 because this can still go higher. I don't know which one is going to happen, but that's your trade plan. Tomorrow, a lot of CPI things, Paris, Biden talk, volatility expected. I actually think that this Biden thing is overrated. Okay? I think Biden is overrated. Why? We should then by now have moved in the direction we feel like Biden is going to take the market. And I would say on the dollar, that the dollar is like, it's not bearish, is it? Well, it's struggling higher, but it is going higher at the moment. And it came up to 91. Okay, great. Whatever. But it came up to the sell price for the week, but has now found support. And until it breaks, whatever that thing is, whatever you call that thing, I am thinking it's going to go higher. Of course, it can do that. I don't really care. But yeah, it all depends on what you think. So we are still going higher. As long as this is a continuation higher, we're still going to go higher. And Biden, well, I think like there's more things every single day that comes out that he will do. So there is the things that Trump does right now that this Biden guy is going to reverse. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I feel like the moment it's a bit. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what he's going to do. Like he seems to me like he is not that he's irrational, but I don't understand. I don't know him. To me, that's risk. I don't understand how Biden thinks. Now, it might take me a year to understand that. So currently, for me, that's a risk. And currently, we are supposed to go lower as well. So yeah, great. Anything else? Any other pairs you guys want to talk about? Anything else? DXY. For today, Tuesday, 19th of January, I do feel that we are standing in a junction. Are we going to go higher? Are we going to go lower? Okay. So if we now tomorrow holds this at support, on Australian euro, we go higher. Are we going to 77.50? Are we going up to 78? I don't know. But are we just going to go higher, higher, higher? Because as you see now, we are pretty good pace. We have now, I would say we have stopped. We have made a new low today. And the question is this just a pullback to the overall sell? I would call that a double top. I would call that resistance. And if we then close below either 77.28 or even better 76.90 or 77, I think that is going to accelerate the sell-offs. Where's your Coke? Cheers, mate. What is your analysis on S&P 500, Himmler? Okay, cool. Great. We can do XPI. The pullback on S&P 500 has been 1.8%. Okay. Great. Nothing much there. It has been a new low. It's not a lower low, so I don't feel like it's a good thing, but maybe a sell point here. The question is, which day is it today? Is it Tuesday? It always rises on a Tuesday. The next question is it going to rise on a Wednesday? Probably not always. And 12 is the other one. And for me, I think we can fall. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday sounds like a good day to fall. Of course, it can make a higher high. It is supposed to go higher high in the end, but I'm always thinking, what happens around New Year's, right? What happens around these times where it just makes some pullbacks? That's the January high. That already did that in December. That is kind of invalidated itself. Sorry. That invalidated itself. Back in 2018, it was a skyrocket before it fell dramatically around 29th of January. Great. And then we have 2017, where in January fell something here. So maybe we're a bit too early. Maybe in a couple of days that we might have a fall. I don't like a big fall, but fall is always a fall. Okay. Why is a fall good? good. A fall is good because we then don't do that, but we kind of have a normal pace. When things becomes too expensive too fast, it has a way to correct itself. The big banks, the big boys, whatever you call them, has a tendency to do that. Have that in mind. But I'm thinking generally up. So if you find a price of pullback of 1%, 2%, 5%, have your rule based already cut out. Are you going to buy on those prices, percentage pullbacks? Or are you going to buy every Monday of every week or month for the next 20 years? Depending on your strategy. But I'm leaning more into this one. More than trying to catch a pullback. Right? Good. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Didn't work out today. Sorry, too bearish. I've seen that Credit Suisse has said that 0.7006 is their target. Okay, great. Does that have anything to do with us? Yeah, maybe. It is the past lower low. The other question is, are we going to go to 70.50 or are we going to 69.70? I don't know. But that sounds like a good plan, brothers and sisters. I would like that plan. I would also like the plan of that happening and then coming back up again to sell it in February. Even better. Okay. Seeing some small sell-offs tends, but it's pretty low. Okay. So that is a high to sell. That is a high to sell. I don't know if that was a high to sell, but it's a high. So you have 1, 2, 3 tops already. That is a sell-off. Okay. I have already seen the sell-off. Bro, check sentiment. I hope tomorrow remains the same for GU and EU. I really don't want that to happen, but okay, cool. My thought, don't go heavy on shorts. I'm not heavy on shorts, I'm just shorts. Dollar CAD. If you can't tell, I can't tell if it's consolidation or head and shoulders since 7 a.m. this morning, 30 minutes short. First of all, Jack, welcome to the chat. Happy to see you. I definitely want this to fall, and we shall see. Put your stop loss where it's supposed to be and all that things. Okay. So, if you are a USD CAD trader, what do you want to do first? Okay, let's do some analysis. Here we have a sell. Great entry. Great entry. Maybe it's a pullback at the moment, but where is it now? Style, background. Great. That one goes back there, and you go back there again. Great. Okay, that is the area. And then you come back down here, and you're like, yeah, maybe it's still here. Okay. Doesn't make a new lower low. Doesn't make a new higher high. We are basically in a range. I would call that a non-existing market. What does that mean? It means I don't care what happens until it starts trending again, because it can just do whatever it wants for the next time it doesn't want to be there. It doesn't want to be in the world of trading. I don't make money in ranges. I don't care about ranges. Ranges doesn't pay my bills. So I would say that's a high, that's a low. And until whatever happens, I don't care what happens in here for myself and my trading, because it can set up you in all directions. This is a sell, this is a buy, this is a buy, this is a sell. This is irrelevant. I would love to be in that kind of a market. I would love to be in that kind of a pullback. I would love to be kind of that kind of pullback. But the moment it does that, new lower low, new higher high, and stops here somewhere, I'm just gonna wait. So yes, it can be a head and shoulders under 30 minutes. It can be a range on the 4 hour, 1 hour. But as long as it's a range on 4 hour, 1 hour, I don't want to lose money. I don't want you to lose money either. So, what is my overall view? I think this is going to go down in the end. Hopefully, we can get a strong bullish rally. If that happens, that'll be great. But other than that, I don't know. I don't really want to test this. If it does break out lower, I'm going to sell it. But that's that. You're a bit, Marco. You're a bit late. Already saw this dollar yen. We can look at dollar yen soon. Can't have monetary policy and CPI tomorrow. Yeah, so there's a lot of CPI things to this week. Just gonna go through it very quickly with you. The risks of so this is very good for euro. Economic sentiment is 61. Wow. Economic sentiment. Wow, that's really good. Positive numbers. All right, good. Industrial production gross benefit is worse. That's why Australia doesn't rise a lot. So great. Core CPI on pound, core CPI on CAD, core CPI on euro. That's three major ones, three majors. That is important. We have presidential inauguration, and on Thursday we have jobless, BOJ monetary policy, and ECB policy statement and press conference, and ECB already there. So that's a big day on Thursday. Consumer price as well in New Zealand. This is packed. This is an amazing week. PMI for euro, pound, and dollar and CAD. No, retail sales on CAD. So, importante. Don't be scared. Have it in my mind. Don't unload it. And if it goes against you, great. It doesn't matter. Don't load information because information isn't just for one day. It is maybe for the next month. Okay. News of importance can set up a trend for months. Okay. And weeks. That is what you should focus on. That's what you should focus on. That's what you should focus on. Not the day of the news. Great? Great. USD yen, I was supposed to do. So USD CAD, don't bother it. Don't care about it. Same thing with USD yen. It is in a range. It doesn't matter anymore. It is no market. It is a no-go zone. I would just put a no-go zone here. I would put a no-go zone here. Great. Fun day, mate. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a terrible person. But I just want to say to you guys, choose your market carefully. Choose when you are when you want to do your investments. What market conditions, what technical setups do you want to be heavily invested or invested at all? So you should choose those, and you should have the patience in between, because that's how you kind of save yourselves as well. Right? What else? We have done Aussie, pretty good. Euro, pretty good. It's pretty good. Pound, pretty good. Pretty good. Gold, not a new high. Silver, not a new high. Pound yen, not a new higher high. So, great. New Zealand, trying to make a lower low now. USD CAD, not a new higher high. US oil, said was supposed to react to 53, didn't do that. Whatever, don't care. Great sell on Aussie dollar, CAD, euro. Didn't I get on euro? Did get on euro. pound, New Zealand dollar, yen did not get anything at all. Okay, great. I have come from 7 years of frustration. So for me to come to this level of, I'm in profit, by the way. I hope you like that. And you can see how excited I am. And I also have lost quite a bit deal in out of, at least in the beginning of the year. I did lose something, yeah. And I still have the same emotions. While sometimes when I'm not off camera, I of course have some thoughts, but I want you to be so confident. So even though if this setup doesn't work out for you right now, it will in the future. And on Sunday, I gave you some very insightful comments of where I believe that CAD is going, of where gold is going, and when you should be start buying CAD and selling USD CAD, dollar CAD. I said specific date. And for gold, I said which day I'm going to take profit on my gold trades. I want you guys to have that level of cool expertise and knowledge. That's why I'm providing it for free sometimes as well. And if you want more of my help, I'm going to my Discord channel. Sorry, that was really not the thing I was supposed to do. Where we just want to go to my Discord channel. How difficult is that? Invent link. So if you want to come to the group and talk to me every day, here's the link. All right. I blew up my account first year, but learned in the hard way. Yeah, we've all done that. So I'm sorry for you blowing up your accounts. I really don't want you to. But yeah. It is what it is. Great, people. I see 6 likes today. Great. I need to do something better for tomorrow, for next time. And yeah. Great. Profits. Boom. Have a great evening and see you another day.